I'm standing on a mound of dirt on the outskirts of Yerington, Nevada, above what is probably one of the biggest environmental disasters in this state. I'm sure there have been others, of course, like nuclear warheads being tested in Nevada in the day. But back in the 50s, a mining group called Anaconda mining company launched a open pit mine here and proceeded to pull out 360 million tons of material to produce copper. And what they ended up with was an open pit mine that you can see behind me, which is now filled in with water. That is the Anaconda. And it's hard to tell, but that hole is about 2 to 2.5 miles wide and God knows how deep. And the tailings piles you'll see behind me on this side, sweeping all the way across the horizon into leaching and tailings piles for about 3 miles of just material that was pulled out of this hole. And when they abandoned it, or when it went bankrupt, it was just left. And the way they leached the material is they would use different types of acids and pour it over the concentrate, and then it would seep out and be attracted onto different types of metal plates where the copper would then bond to and they would extract it. It's an environmentally dangerous process and it's very destructive. And not too long ago, I think 2011 or so, the town of Yerington won a lawsuit of $19.5 million once they proved that the mining companies had lied to them and chemicals had seeped into their water system here. It's an interesting place because it's stunning. It's huge and overwhelmingly big, but it's also just a disaster. This is one of the failures of mining, is when a company goes bankrupt and they don't have the money to do restoration and reclamation, you end up with this massive scar. Now I imagine 1,000 years from now these will look like mountains in a natural lake, and maybe the people then will try to figure out how it was created. Maybe they think it's a meteor. I can't tell you how much material it probably took to make these mountains, these synthetic mountains, but it's unbelievable. If you do come to Yerington, there's a little place called Weed Heights, which is basically a trailer park on the upper side of the mine where the employees worked, and that is now this is all, I believe, owned by BP at this point, and they're trying to do some reclamation. Anyway, drive up here on the hill and have a look at it. It's shocking and fascinating at the same time. That's it for now. I'll see you later.